This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, September the 13th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. There's a look at the Gadsden Skycam, and we see some low-level moisture out there in the form of some haze as well as some little bit of fog in a few spots. And a look at the Fayette County, the Fayette City Skycam, and we can see some cloudy skies. The surface front that has been plaguing us for the last couple of days has moved into South Alabama, and it's likely to be washing out over the next several days. In the meantime, in the upper atmosphere, we have a little bit of a trough going across the Great Lakes, but the westerlies continue to be pretty far to our north, and the ridging is likely to keep us with little change in the weather pattern. On the surface map, we can see the northerly flow as a result of the circulation around the high that's off to our northwest, and that helping to keep that front pushed a little to the south. But with the upper flow the way it is, it's not having a great deal of push. You can see that the colder air is definitely in place across the north central United States. Those blue and dark blue areas are related to freeze and frost advisories up in that area. The QPF for the next 5 days is likely to be down pretty well, especially for the Tennessee River Valley and for a good portion of central Alabama, with the main threat for any showers to be primarily across the southern third of the state of Alabama. Storm Prediction Center is not out looking at any organized severe thunderstorms for today, for day one. And the tropics have become a little bit more active. We have actually 4 areas going on. We have Edouard out there in the central Atlantic, and that is forecast to become a hurricane on Monday and continue to stay well out into the Atlantic. In addition to that, we have one that's just off the southwest coast of Florida, which is forecast to track primarily to the west across the central Gulf, so not expected to develop as upper-level winds are not favorable. And then the one that's in the extreme western Gulf is forecast to move into Mexico, so shouldn't develop anything. There's let's take a look at the 06Z GFS model run, and there's the surface pattern for today. And you can see the high pressure helping to bring slightly drier air down in as we get a slight northerly flow around that anticyclone up there over northern Missouri. And in the upper atmosphere, we see the trough over the Great Lakes that is continuing to pull off to the east and northeast. And as we see on the precipitable water values, the primary precipitable water values are highest across the southern part of the state. So we should, even though we'll stay cloudy with low-level moisture, we should see the main showers across the southern part of the area. The upper ridge becomes a little stronger as the westerlies once again continue to be well to our north on Sunday. And once again, that means the possibility that we could see some showers. But again, because of precipitable water values being the highest across the southern area, I think the greatest threat will be showers down across from, say, about Prattville southward. On Monday, the ridge is beginning to dampen down just a little bit in response to that strong shortwave coming across the Great Lakes. And so once again, I think we see the possibility of just a little bit of isolated shower activity. Again, I think the main threat is to the south of the Birmingham area. The troughiness continues to develop on Tuesday, so that should help to keep the moisture levels down as the surface high moves across the Ohio River Valley, and we can see from precipitable water values, once again, the main precipitable water values are across the Gulf Coast area where the shower chances should be the best. The trough does become a little bit stronger on Wednesday, so once again, I think we stay pretty dry. GFS is showing some showers or possibility of showers across northern Georgia, but I think for the most part, with those precipitable water values as low as they are, I think we are probably going to stay dry with maybe a slight risk for an isolated shower or two. Looking at the upper atmosphere, that troughiness remains with us on Thursday as it progresses a little further to the east and begins to weaken somewhat on Friday. So it looks like we should probably stay dry as we head into the latter part of the week. Looking out into voodoo country, the GFS maintains the whole idea of the troughiness over the eastern third of the country by Monday the 22nd. So that should once again keep us fairly dry. and then it shows the ridge coming back, so we could be a little bit warmer towards the end of the week. I do want to note that the European did seem to be a little bit drier with the whole pattern this week than the GFS was. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Saturday morning. I have the next one on Sunday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the vlog for updates on the weather. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day. Godspeed.